Now, whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
Three, two, one. Yo! You grinders, what's up? I don't want to hear it again. I've been playing it too much, right? I love it. It hypes me up, that Spaceballs music. What's up, Silverback? Yo, what's up, Willie? How you doing? Pug Channel? Yo. Thank you again, guys, for this impromptu show, which, yeah, they're always impromptu shows, right? Damn, I got to fix my thing. There it is. There it is. Yo, yeah, Spaceballs never gets old. I agree, Buck. I agree. Phil Ness, yeah, you know what? Yeah, Phil Ness has been running wild. Woof. Yeah, anyway. So, a lot of stuff been dropping. I didn't know when I was going to do something. I was trying to find the great opportunity to do it. To do this show, and I just, again, I appreciate you guys. Just, hey, what's up, Ice Queen Gaming? Yeah, you guys just, guys and girls, just jump right in. Whenever I go live, I love the support. Thank you again, guys. But this is what we do. Just turn it live and let's go. Oh yes, yeah. So as you guys are piling in here, but yeah, just the stuff that's been going on. There's been a lot of crazy. Yes, what's up, Mog? Some crazy stuff going on the last few days or so. I've been playing some Rogue Company, loving that. Yeah, I'm really liking that game, digging it a lot. Playing with the Merc and crew and frogs. I've been playing that, and yeah, I've been really digging that. Been busy with a lot of stuff going on with sports and stuff like that with my son, But yeah, when I get a chance to play, I play some Rogue Company, and I'm still digging through that Ghost of Tsushima. And yeah, my goodness, I can't not stop taking photographs in that game. My goodness, I as you know from my streams, I just take photographs of that game. I gotta say one thing. One thing I do have to say about the fast travel on that it really makes you just keep on going without sitting through a lot of load screens. And the fact that you could just insta travel. And if that's a sneak peek as to what we're going to get next generation, I think open world games are going to take on a whole new element. And, one challenge that probably they need to do is make sure that the open world is compelling enough that you want to explore. And not just fast travel all over the place right to your missions. But yeah, it is going to... let's say Samuel says, when you hit over 400 taken, let me know. But yeah, like I tell you, it is really freaking, it is awesome. I've taken those photographs. So Sam Ash must take over 400. Yeah, Sam, I tell you, the photo mode in there, I just love photo modes, and I love games that warrant that kind of thing. What's up, Dockside? How you doing? And really, that game is just amazing. The lighting, the atmosphere, the combat, and the growth of that character and the abilities that you can give them, it's so cool. Like, it really is awesome. And Rogue Company I've been really liking too. I bought another Rogue, and I used Vi. What's up, J-Cat? How you doing? And I've been using Vi. But my guy's the medic. I use the medic, man. I use Saint. I send up my drone, heal people. That's what I like to do. I like the medic. Man, I like being a medic back in the day when I played Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I love being a medic. I love healing people. Yo, Battletoads, I still have yet to hit that button to play that game. I'm interested in the brawling aspect of it, but what I keep seeing and hearing of those mini games is just, I don't know if, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I have better games to play right now, and it's in Game Pass, and it always will be there. So whenever I feel like, instead of buying a sandwich, I want to play some stuff in Game Pass, then I'll just drop that $5. But yeah, like it just I'm just not in the mood to I don't have time to play that stuff right now. Like I have a limited amount of time, and I want to use that playing good games. So sorry, I don't want to be. You might like it, I know. You know what's coming.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time.
At least I don't.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't have time to say maybe it's fun, and I think it's the biggest problem I have with that is that it's not online. You know, if a couple of my friends are gonna jump on, maybe I'll get it in Game Pass and play. But like, you know, and we'll just go through the campaign for 3 hours. But they don't have online co-op. I don't understand that. The huge miss, huge. Like, you know, so I think that is just a poor example of, you know, especially for the company who embraced Xbox Live and they made sure Xbox Live was in everything. Not to have it in that, I don't know, budgets. Who knows? For a company that's the most expensive, that makes all this money, the richest company in the world, all this stuff. When it comes down to it, it's like, oh, budgets. You know, they didn't. Why? I don't understand it. I don't understand their stuff. But, you know, the main thing that I really wanted to kind of talk about, and I might be talking about a bunch of different things, because yeah, just had a couple things, whatever comes to my mind. Stuff like that. What's up, Cyber Dragon? How you doing? Was the tweet that I have, like I put in the main thumbnail from you know who. Who else would say something dumb? Flip a coin. Which one is it? Is it Phil or is it Aaron? Which one? Flip a coin to who says something dumb. You know? And, yeah. And what's going to grind my gears? Flip a coin. Which one? Right? Which one? And it happened to be Aaron this time. And this guy tweets out this thing. I'm getting it right now. I should have had it open. I don't know why I lost it. What the hell is it? He says, in an advertisement for the Razer controller which goes onto your phone, he says that the console war is over. And we've heard this a couple of times. I'll get the tweet up. It's on the thumbnail. But he says that the console war is over. And I'm just shaking my head, going, you know, I understand that there is a challenge with trying to launch a new console. There's, and I said this here before, there's just certain things you don't say when you're trying to launch a console. And they're just things that they've been doing that just seem so counterproductive to them trying to launch a piece of hardware. And I don't understand their approach. I know they're trying to promote an alternative way of experiencing. What's up, Rome Rush? How you doing? An alternative way of playing games, but I just don't understand the narrative that they're trying to push. And while I get this tweet up, guys, get ready for what grinds my gears. Before I go to Greeny's little tweet, you know what I like. I like to show you the transition about the console war. What is it about? Why is it still around? Boo-hoo.
No deal.
Boo-hoo. I've explained this before. When you have a product that does the same thing as another product, you may not want the console war. You may not view them as competition, but the consumer will pit them two together to decide which product will they put their money on. And this is not anything new. We've been through this. And actually, the thing that grinds my gears and it goes, well, why do you have this? Listen right now. Right now, I like what PlayStation's doing. I like the VR. I like the bangers that they're delivering. I like the variation in games. I even like PlayStation Now and what that offers. Nothing's competing with anything else. You got a one-stop shop. But I was all Xbox. I had all their stuff. I just been through the ringer with them because everything that I believed in fell apart. And they changed their position. I didn't change mine. I just went where the games went. I bought an Xbox One at launch because I liked what Rise looked like. I liked Dead Rising franchise. I can't wait for Titanfall. Oh, and you want to know what? I could do all fancy things with my TV and yell at it and swipe. You know what? That's cool by me. I could watch a sports game on the corner while I'm playing NHL or Madden. Great. I liked all those features. I liked that stuff. I didn't mind the online. I didn't mind any of that stuff. Fine. But they had games I'm interested in, and I knew the Halo was coming. I knew that, Gears was going to come. Plus, they had all these new franchises. Killer Instinct, bringing back rare stuff. They were delivering. They had a partnership with the NFL, an exclusive NFL app that will integrate with your dashboard. I don't know, all this horse shit that they did. Smart glass where the guy will call you on the phone. I like all those gimmicks and gadgets. I think it's great. As long as you have games to support them and the games are decent. It's fine. Titanfall was huge. Titanfall was the next thing. I was like, oh shit, this is the next Call of Duty. This could be the next Halo. That was in 2013. In 2016, things went awry. Games got dried up. They started putting their games on PC, so guess what? I bought a PC. I'm not waiting for an X. I'm going to play them on PC. But then all of a sudden now, subscriptions. Yeah, third-party deals. That's why, Bryce, third-party deals. But then subscriptions start coming in, and now they said all their games are going into service, and it's like, okay, and then here comes, and I noticed the dip in quality with Quantum Break. I was like, Quantum Break was okay. What's going on here? Whenever I saw a Microsoft game, I was like, okay, now it's great. But now with Quantum Break, I'm like, ugh, okay. And that was one of the first games that they did that cross-buy promotion. And things started getting a little crazy. They canceled the Scalebound. They shut down all those studios. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Yo. And then they announced another $500 console with no launch lineup. And I was like, you know what? I gotta explore something else. I gotta play games. I want to see what I'm missing out on. And that's what I did. And you know what? The transition was smooth as hell because there were so many games I just kept playing. But guess what? I was never a PlayStation fanboy. I'm not no PlayStation fan now. I prefer it now. I'm worse than that. I'm a disgruntled Xbox fan. That's worse than a PlayStation fanboy. Because I know what Xbox want. I know what I want from Xbox. And I know a lot of the people out there what they want from Xbox. They don't want phones. They don't want Phil Ness.
We're really focusing first on what it means to play these games on your phone.
Nobody
so
wants
how
that.
Can we get as many people playing on a phone as possible.
No. They want what PlayStation and Nintendo have. Compelling games. Games that they could shove right in your face. Graphics that I could shove right into PlayStation's up their ass. Look at these graphics. This is it. Look at this banger. That's what. A counter to Nintendo. A counter to PlayStation. Battletoads ain't it. Grounded ain't it. Halo was going to be it, right? And look what they did to Halo. Goddamn mean. But where did all this come from? Were we kumbaya from day one? When Phil came out on stage in 2013 and said, Killer Instinct can only be done by the Xbox One. And the power of the Xbox One is the only way to experience Rise. And they took Donnie D out of there because of that. And Phil took over. And when Phil walked in, did he walk in and go, no, We're putting our games on every device because it's about putting our games everywhere. We're not in competition with Sony. Is that how Phil walked into Xbox? Is that when he took over Xbox? Is that what he said? Did he say exclusives are anti-consumer? What did Phil say? Grinders anybody? What did he say? Hit that like button. I'm going to show you what he said. Oh. Almost the size of the initiative. Thank you, Grinders. Quadruple A status again. But look what he said. Console war's over. This is what he said. This is the same dude. The same guy. I want to win this generation. That's what he said. And this came around. Now he says humana humana. Right? It's all right, Mog. Now he goes around with the
humana 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 hum.
When you ask him about games. But look at how he spoke now. Microsoft dropped a huge bomb at Gamescom. And what's new? Look, August 2014. Guys and girls. 6 years ago. 6 years ago, the same person who comes on these podcasts and says, it's about Kumbaya. Is it? 6 years ago, who's this person? Is your doppelganger? Is this Phil Ness squared? Who is this guy? And how did it stem? I want to win this generation. Why? Because he dropped the bomb at Gamescom just 6 years ago. They locked up exclusivity for Rise of the Tomb Raider. Phil, what? Exclusivity? Who? It's exclusive to Xbox Holiday 2015. Well, yo, man, Phil's not sharing his marshmallows. He continues. He goes on to say, he's talking about his little program here, EA Access, because that was another year, 6 years ago. Let's go right here. And he talks about Ori. And here he goes. Building big AAA games is expensive. It's a high risk. One of those things we need is to do about the industry are the windows of content to how to monetize better. There are different ways to monetize back catalog. EA's trying here. A platform holder of the game. So he's talking about actually this backwards compatibility and using this thing as a way to monetize the back catalog. So your games just don't disappear. He unbundled Connect. Phil saved everybody. This is stems. If you look at this article and look at the stuff that he's saying, as an Xbox fan, you're ready to go march for Phil, right? Here we go. The Kinect unbundling was a major part of Spencer's work to turn around the Xbox brand after a rough 2013. Okay? The company is behind in worldwide sales. Our last known shipping numbers at 5 million as of March, with a total of 1.1 million Xbox Ones and 360s, against Sony's newly announced 10 million consoles. So they're already 2-1 about a year in. This is what Phil had to say. At some level, it is a competition. And I've said before, I want to win. Spencer tells us. At the same time, I want to build a great platform for gamers. If somebody else does that too, and they do it really well, hats off to them. But I can have success in our own space if we're willing to sell a lot of consoles. And people are buying games. Wait a second. Phil Spencer knows the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 will continue to be compared. Here's his quote. And let's apply it 6 years later. We shipped at the same time, and we're in direct competition with the PlayStation 4. I'm not going to duck that. I want to win. I want to win this generation. I want to win more than the other guy to lose. I own a PlayStation 4, and it's not like I wanted to get dusty and not have games, but I do want to sell a lot of Xbox Ones. And for many people, that's a direct competition with the PlayStation 4. As the Xbox team, we are the underdog. Hit me with the goddamn horns. Pause! Let's continue. He acknowledges that his team is building its momentum against Sony. They beat us in June. They beat us in May. These months are small if you look at sales. I think the whole month of June is 1 week in November. They're winning, and they'll do their PR about it, around it. And that makes sense. But the battle is really September, October, November, and December. Pause.
We're really focusing first on what it means to play these games on your phone. So we thought about how can we get as many people playing on a phone as possible.
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
That's always been a hit on the company on that. Whenever I hear some criticism.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say always. Like I think we've gone through times
not to
where
throw
we've done
mud on you,
Yeah.
but I have to know that's a fair.
No,
I think it's something fair to say.
It is fair to say, and
Who's that guy and who's that guy? Who that? Who that? Who that? Who's this? Who's this person? So let me explain as a disgruntled Xbox fan. This is the Phil Spencer we needed. This is the Phil Spencer we thought we were going to get. This is the Phil Spencer to save Xbox. I don't know who this dude is. I don't know if he had a dream and the Phil Ness crawled up his pants and turned him into a kumbaya bitch. But who the hell is this guy? I can't see the word Spencer next to those quotes. This is when Donnie D got canned and Phil Ness came in. Who this guy? Who this? Goddamn Phil Ness consumed him like the goddamn Venom costume in Spider-Man. He was sleeping one day and the Phil Ness just came in through the window, crawled up, and took him over and turned him into the goddamn Black Spider-Man. He turned into Venom. Actually, Venom is actually Venom. He was Venom. He turned into bitch mode. I don't know what the hell happened to him. But who the hell is this person? He was losing 2-1 right here. He took a punch. Wait a second. Wait a second. You want to know what else? What? Well, we're not done. The console war. It's no console war. Really? Because those seem like fighting words. Don't you think, Grinders? I think those sound like goddamn fighting words. That's why. Those are some fighting words. That don't sound like somebody who walked in here and said, did you bring the chocolate? I brought the graham crackers. Yo, Yoshida, come over here. You got the marshmallows? Get the marshmallows over here. Come on, let's tell some campfire stories. Did that sound like a person that was saying put our games everywhere? Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, put a Cuphead on your console. Yeah, sure, take it. Oh, go ahead, no problem. What, you want to play Gears 5? Sure. You have $1? Here's $1. There you go. Thank you very much.
I'd buy that for a
Sure, play Gears all you want. What, you want to play on your? You don't even want to buy a console?
We're really focusing first on what it means to play these games.
Sure. What happened? What happened? What happened? The console war. Oh, it's not nice. The console war's over. They're not our competition anymore. He says that they are competition because people are going to make it their competition because we're shipping right next to them on the same day. So let me ask you this. So if you look at Phil's quote about we shipped around the same time, we're competition. How does that differ this year when they're shipping the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 right next to each other in November sometime? But they're not competition. Excuse. So the logic just goes out the window? Was that what happens? You said it right there. People will make it our You said it right here. You said it right here. I said before I want to win. He says right here. We shipped at the same time, and we're in direct competition with the PlayStation 4. He goes, Spencer knows that Xbox One and PlayStation 4 will continue to be compared. I'm not going to duck that. I want to win. I want to win this generation. That's how Phil came in. Thumping his chest. And what was he looking forward to, guys? Wait a second. Before I move on to find the other thing, what was he looking forward to? Look what he had in his pocket. Forza Horizon 2, Halo Master Chief Collection, before it broke. Sunset Overdrive 2, Ori, Tomb Raider exclusive, Gears Ultimate, Quantum Break. And he acknowledges that AAA is expensive and a high risk. And I think this is the Achilles heel. I think now they're not doing this because they know AAA games are expensive and a high risk. That's why they're taking the risk with the lower games. Hence Game Pass. Low risk, possible high reward. But not only did he come in here with this, but they also came in with a really hyped up promotion video. Let me see. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it here. It's how many times. I think this is it. Well, I can't find it. But they came in with a promotional video. Oh, is this it? It's not how many. It's a quote from Rocky, and I probably can't play it on here. But basically, it was like it's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get knocked down and you get back up. That was their promotional video during that time, acknowledging that they were getting beat by the PlayStation 4 in console sales. Now people could come around and go, well, what happened? So what did happen? This console war. What did happen? Let's see. The PlayStation was selling out 2-to-1, 10 million to 5 million a year into it. Phil took out Kinect. He had the best holiday lineup ever, as Bryce says, and Buck. Right? In Xbox history. They had Fable, Tomb Raider, Halo 5. That year after that, after they had that year, they had they had Halo 5, Gears Ultimate, Tomb Raider, and they even advertised Fable, which they later canceled. Let me look. I really want to show it because I think people forget it. But an Xbox fan during that time would this is what I was sold. This is what I saw, right? I think it's from Rocky. Where is it? This is it. I really want to show it. I don't know if it has any music in it though. Here it is. Is this it? I think it was the year Halo was coming out.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all...
There you go. Found it. Grinders! Hit that like button. Here it comes. "2014. You heard Phil Spencer's quotes. Now let's hear the message.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It will beat you to your knees if you let it. Nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Wow.
Xbox One, now starting at $399.
Wow. Gives me chills. One more for the people in the back.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It will beat you to your knees if you let it. Nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Xbox One, now starting at $399.
Wow. Woo! That's how winning is done. Hit that like button if you remember that. Console war. Ooh, not about the console war. That's how winning is done. How was that video? They're losing at that time 2-1. Console sales. Took Tomb Raider away from Sony for a year. That was powerful. What happened? What did happen? Let's see. Sony continued to sell 2-1. Halo Master Chief came out and had broken online. Halo 5 came out and they sold the MPD that year. Did well for that month. For that month. They had games. Coming off of Titanfall. Horizon. Forza Horizon. Ori. Titanfall was a new IP. What happened? Did Sony say it's about playing games on
We're really
phones?
focusing first on what it means to play these games on your phone.
Did Nintendo release a phone game? Was Cloud going crazy? What happened? What happened is they continued to lose despite their efforts, and they had to pivot to do it. That's what happened. But the problem is, instead of pivoting and continuing to pursue the core gamer to satisfy them, they abandoned that core gamer. The ones that they were appealing to that those few couple of years. And they just went totally to, after that campaign, after Halo 5 released, that's when Phil got his Axeman name. Goodbye, Fable. Goodbye, Lionhead. Goodbye, Team Dakota and Project Spark. Goodbye, Scalebound. This was 2016. This is when things went awry. Halo did not give them what they wanted, I assume, but that's when it went downhill. Put the games on PC, then we do subscriptions. They went another route. When Sony was losing, Sony doubled down on content for the PlayStation 3. That's what they did at the end of that generation to try to yield some gamer respect to carry them into the PlayStation 4. But Phil didn't walk in here. My point here is that Phil Spencer did not walk in here in 2014 with hand-me-outs. He was not coming in here to say, put our games everywhere. We want to put them on PC. Put our games all on consoles. We want to play we want people to play on their phones. No. Even when they put their games on PC, it was still in the walled garden of the Windows 10 store. They didn't put it on Steam first. That wasn't their original vision. Their original vision was to keep it in a walled garden, like the Epic Store. Don't you remember Tim Sweeney, who created the Epic Store, was coming out and being like, this is a competitor to Steam, or even what's his name? Or somebody was arguing. I think it was Sweeney. Calling the Windows 10 and a walled garden. Why are you putting that stuff in there? That doesn't allow for PC development. You're just putting it in another store, which he wound up creating himself, the hypocrite. But was it all because of the power? Because they had the games? I don't know what it is. All I know is that they were not successful, and, their contingency plan was one that did not include the core console gamer. The core console gamer was supposed to stay around while they went to explore casual options. And the thing is that they turned their whole procedure into a casual procedure. Putting their games everywhere. Kumbaya. That's why when Phil speaks now and saying that stuff, it was the same person, everybody. To get this straight, this was only 6 years ago, but it was the same person with a different message. And their message was to win. So if you were Sony and you saw that person looking at you going, I'm going to beat you. Console wars on, bitch. To now come to your headquarters and say, can you pass me the marshmallows? Are you going to embrace that person? Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. That's why Sony's going for the throat now. They're not stopping. Sony wants to knock him out with the haymaker. That's why. He came in with fighting words. Now he wants to be friends? So when people go, well, why is Sony just let them play together? No, the console war's over. You came in here to start a fight. But now because you lost, I'm supposed to just say it's over? It's not over. Because Sony knows the consumer is going to make this competition because they're launching in the same time. And as long as you put a console next to my console, you're my competition. Phil could say what he wants. What's up, Samantha? How you doing? Shout out to the over 70 people watching. Hit that like button. Thank you. Share it out. So, he came in with fighting words. It's not about how hard you hit me, Sony. It's about how hard I could get hit and come back up. That's how winning is done. And then we all look at Phil now and go, Phil.
Sir, do we get to win this time?
He's like, winning? No, we're friends now. What? I was on the bandwagon. Now you're talking about phones. Yo, we're double banger status impatient. Thank you. We're over the initiative. We're double bangers. But that's how winning is done.
And that's it. I don't want to hear nothing else.
So there's the console war, right? There it is. Oh, but now we're going to say there's no war. Oh, no. We're all friends now. Wait a second. So we heard what happened, right? We heard Phil. We saw his promo video. Right? Yeah, we saw it. Green. Oh, wait. You want to see something else? Whoa. We're not done, grinders. Wait. The console war. Hit that like button. That's right, Samantha. Wait, we're not done. Wait, whoa. The console war? What is that? We're all friends now. Grow the world. Kumbaya. Pass me the marshmallows, please. Pass me the marshmallows. Wow, look at this. 2014 Greenberg. NPD reports Xbox One's the #1 selling console in December. 360 sold well too, thanks to our fans. We won. Titanfall gonna sell shitload. We won. This is our house. We won. It's over. 2014, we won. Wait, we're not done. The console war. The console war never existed. It's a meme. Wait, we're not done. Wait. We're not done. He says we sold more than the two of them combined with the 360, Greenberg continues to say. That's right. Greenberg continues. We're not done. We won. Let's see. Did he say something here? What did he say here? Was this the one? We won. So that was 6 years ago. We won. Console war. Oh, nobody was saying kumbaya. Nobody was saying, yo, what about the 360 people? That's 88 million people that don't get to play Killer Instinct. Did you hear anybody saying that? Did you? I didn't. Did somebody raise their hand during E3 and say, Phil, what do you mean Killer Instinct can only be played on the Xbox? Would it rise? What about my little friend? What about my friend Timmy? Timmy, who just got an Xbox 360. He can't play Rise? Phil, that's anti-consumer, Phil. Did anybody see somebody raise their hand during E3 when Phil said Rise only could be done with the power of the Xbox One? Did somebody... Excuse me, sir. I know you want to win and sell consoles, but my friend Johnny, little Johnny... He bought a 360 and he wants to play Rise. And he likes Killer Instinct. He loves the Saber-tooth. He gets his favorite character. Little Johnny. Little Johnny. What about Johnny? Hashtag what about Johnny? He just got a 360. He can't play Killer Instinct. Johnny. He just got the 360 and he can't play. What about Johnny? And Timmy? Johnny. This is so anti-consumer. This is horrible. Johnny loves Killer Instinct, but he just got a 360. He has to buy another console? Johnny, I can't come to it. What's he gonna do? He has to buy a new controller and a new console, but he loves Killer Instinct. You have 88 million Johnnies and Timmys and Paulas, and they can't play Killer Instinct or Dead Rising 3 or Project Spark. Oh. Phil, what do you say about little Johnny?
I'm not authorized to answer your question.
But it's so anti-consumer. You know what I gotta say? Shut up, bitch! That's what I gotta say.
Take it back!
It's the next generation. You go buy the new stuff. If you don't like it, play the old shit. So, the console war! It was hot and heavy in 2014 and 2015. Blood, sweat, and tears. Microsoft was losing 2-1. What was going to happen? Phil says, I want to win this generation. He puts his foot down. We got bangers. We got exclusives. We got Tomb Raider. What's your move, Sony? Console wars are on. I'm gonna win. How did we get here? And we get to this. 6 years later. Now little Timmy's satisfied now. He don't even need to buy a console now. He's not crying anymore. The Razer Knish is proof that the console wars are over. Thanks, Greenberg. Thank you. Thanks to Game Pass and xCloud, Microsoft is standing at the precipice of what it is to be decades of critical and financial success.
We're really focusing first on what it means to play these games on your phone. So when we thought about how can we get as many people playing on a phone as possible.
It's over.
Let Mortal Kombat begin.
It's over.
What the fuck?
It's over. Now that we've come to the end of our rainbow, there's something I want to say out loud. It's over. It's over for only $1. It's over. No more sales. No more consoles. Bah humbug to all that stuff. It is over.
I don't play this game.
Due to this Razer Knish. So, let me tell you about this Razer Kanishi Kanish. This device, right here, this device, here it is, piece 1, piece 2, is a strap-on for your phone. Turns your phone into a glorious Nintendo Switch. This piece is about $100. All right? This is a $100 controller for your phone. Oh, let's click. The console war is over. The console war is over. Because of this $100 accessory. It's a strap-on for the phone. Your phone sits here. And there it is. They're right. Just buy a Switch, right? Just buy a Switch. Really? So, oh no, consoles are too expensive. I don't want to buy a console, but I'll buy a $100 accessory for my phone that I need to bring around. Now, yeah, this looks kind of cool. It's all right. It's better than walking around with a full-blown controller, right? That, at least this is somewhat portable, but still. Only works on Android. $100 phone. So wait a second. So for those people, you know what? Don't buy a console. Don't buy a console. If you want to spend $250 to buy a console, no. Just spend $100 and subscribe for $15 a month, and you could do this. Remember, xCloud's not free, friends. xCloud is not free. You subscribe and you buy a $100 accessory. So this is why the console war is over. So that is why. The Kanish. Seriously. The Razer Kanish is why the console war is over. Because this is the future. Is this grind? Is this the future? Is this what we're doing here? What I think is hilarious. Wait, you want to see another little humdinger? Here he is, Greenberg. Look what he's tweeting from. Twitter for iPhone. Greenberg's using an iPhone. He can't even use this thing. Greenberg's tweeting from an iPhone. Can't even use the strap-on. But it's over, though. Thanks. This thing rules. Thanks, Greenberg. Have you got it to work with your iPhone? I guess not. I guess you have an Android phone in your back pocket. Thank you. Well, happy to see me. Who the hell knows? But the Razer Kanish killed the console war. Thank you, Phil, and thank you, friends. And Greenberg, I'm sure the thing rules because it doesn't work with your iPhone, but you do your iPhone. Enjoy, Greenberg. And marketing at its finest. Yabba dabba doo.
I gotta pay.
Thanks. So, that's the end of the wars. The console wars. And it's sold out. Yeah, it's sold out. Sheesh. Best of CES winner. Nice. Best of CES. Well, that ended the console war right there. Because that's what they want. I'm going to go get some pictures of it. And pay $15 a month. Yeah, they are trolling. But the thing is like, so what he says. Why do you say the console wars are over when you are releasing a console this holiday? Maybe 2 consoles. Probably 2 consoles this holiday. How, like, that's not a message you want to say when you're releasing hardware. Like, the console wars are not over and you want people to play with the $100 accessory to their phone. If you're not going to be able to sell people a console for like $200, like an Xbox console, but you want to sell them a $100 accessory and a $15 a month subscription service to a thing that they talk on. Okay. Listen, xCloud is neat. It doesn't really work as great. I had some issues with it sitting next to my router, but you want to know what? It might work better on 5G or whatever you are. But again, it's on the internet. It's gaming on the internet. All those inputs are relying on your network, on the cell phone towers. There's a lot of variability there. I don't think that is the ideal way to play. If you're in a jam, you're at somebody's house, you're at a doctor's office, you're in a pen, maybe. Is that worth a $100 accessory and a $15 a month service? Not just for that. Secondly, the games that they're making are not designed for a phone. It took me about 4 or 5 minutes just to get through Gears 5's load-up screens just to get into a game. That's not a mobile experience. A mobile experience is I press an app and I go online. Woo! I'm playing the game. Or I press an app, I'm in the game. Touching, swiping, doing my thing. Instant gratification. Instant time waster. You boot up Twitter. You scroll through it. Boom, boom, boom. Imagine you have to boot up Twitter and you got to wait before, like, welcome to Twitter. Powered by xCloud. Brought to you by Twitterverse. Loading your Twitter. Please wait. Almost there. Here we go. Loading Twitter now. All right, can't wait to see what everybody's saying.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time.
Can you imagine if Twitter was like that?
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's what it was like loading up Gears 5. Made by the Coalition. Brought to you by Studios. Loading into room. Finding game. Here we go. Loading map. By that time, I've shitted and wiped my ass. And washed my hands. I'm looking at the phone going, okay, Gears, I'm in a game. That's it. You're done. Thanks. That's not a mobile experience. So, they know that. They know that this is catering to a mobile customer. So, what will they do? They will make games smaller, more accessible, quick loading. And that's probably why Instant Resume is one thing, because I assume in the future, when they put these things on the cloud, on a Series X, that Instant Resume will address that concern. But as of right now, you'll run them off S's. But that's not a mobile experience. Immediately, look at those monstrous headphones. We have little earbuds now because headphones are too big to bring around with my phone. I need a little earbud. I'm going to bring a controller too in my back pocket with my wallet and my phone. The fact that you got to bring accessories with you, the only thing besides a phone case, you bring little headphones with you. Gan Ugazi says, you tell me that playing Yakuza on mobile ain't worth it. Grindsboard, what do you think?
Ain't nobody got time for
Oh!
that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for
Hey,
that.
it's a time killer. Enjoy it. Not dead on arrival yet, but to say the console war is over. And what's very interesting is that Phil, with his Phil Ness, the new Phil, not the old Phil that we talked about, the new Phil, basically said like, oh, cloud gaming and this is not going to replace the console. This is not meant to replace the console, Phil says. This is just another way to play games. So then why is dopey-ass Aaron Greenberg coming out there saying, console war's over? The Razor Knish. Okay. You know what? You made the bed, you live in it. Messaging the real dopies. Messaging. Good job. Let's say console war's over. No joke, no nothing. He's like, thanks to Game Pass and xCloud. This thing rolls. You know what? Take a hike. You think this is going to... No words. No words. So, the final topic. After we talked about the two worlds of finesse, we talked about the Razor Knish. Now, we come to good old scalability. Now, I'm not going to recap what I've spoken about for the last year and the last couple of months about how this whole meme, as Phil called it, of scalability is false. That new hardware brings on new software made for that hardware. I've said this a bunch of times. Some people, like Ryan McCaffrey, says he's done drinking the Kool-Aid. And that this whole bandwagon of this whole anti-consumerism and Microsoft's so friendly, making little Johnny and Timmy play on the new games on old hardware. It was all in his emotions. And people saying, well, I want new experiences on new hardware. What's up, D? How you doing? Shout out to over 70 watching. The like button. Let's get over 50 likes. Let's go. So, he was in all his emotions about how it was wonderful, so nice, so pro-consumer, bring everything with, all the old games will work, the new games are made for the old system, hey, kumbaya, let's all sing and celebrate. But, people say, I want new stuff. Sony put their foot down and said, new games for a new generation. And then they said,
enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
And they will be doing this Thursday when they show Ratchet & Clank running on a PlayStation 5. Full demo, uncut. Let the games do the talking. No more Phil interviews on Animal Crossing saying dumb shit like behold scaling back and holding back is a meme. And I have to shout out Optimus Code has been fighting the fight on Twitter saying about scalability and how people like just like PC. Microsoft's going to be just like PC. Scalability. It's different to scale resolution and assets. But when you scale, you can't scale game design. And he's been preaching that for the longest time. And people challenge him every day. But PC does it. It's the game design. Not assets, not graphics, not resolution, not shadows, not water effects, not clouds. Game design. If Why do new consoles exist? What do they say when the X came out? When they announced the PlayStation 5, we interviewed developers, and this is what they wanted. 6 teraflops is what they needed to do high-fidelity VR.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
That was bullshit. But they wanted 6 teraflops. The developers wanted this power. Why? So they can make their games look pretty? You know what? With the other Xbox, I only was able to put in 5 trees. But I want more power in the next system. Why? Well, now I could put in 10 trees. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Sony. Thanks, Cerny. Thanks, Satya. With this extra power now, I could put in 10 trees. And I can make those trees look really good now. No. The reason why they want the extra power is to use the power for their design, for their scope, for their capabilities, physics engines, AI, open world or not open world, interior buildings or not interior buildings, or just facades. That's the reason why. Do we make the whole world explorable, or do we lock it down? Do we need to put mountains in the background because the system is incapable of drawing that far away? Do we have these characters have individual AI, or is it grouped AI? Can you go into that building? Will there be items on the table that will have physics to them to add more realism when you're exploring? These are the decisions that are made based on design. Optimus will tell you that. And he knows more than that because he's a coder. But design and scope are affected by power. Not scalability. Not say, I can run this game with low-res shadows and now I can do it with high-res. Ooh, watch me. Watch me. Watch me. So now we see some people coming to the realization that maybe Microsoft's promise of supporting old-ass hardware for 2013 may not be the best decision. And I think Halo woke a lot of people when they saw that game, because there's a lot more than scalability that needs to be done with Halo. Hit that like button. Let's get over 50 likes, everybody. Got 77 grinders in here. Hit me with the horns, 20. Let's go, grinders, at that like. Let's make this the third 1K viewed video.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, damn, oh, damn, oh, damn. I'll buy that for $1. Oh, shit, oh, shit. So, when you look at it, when Halo was shown, a lot of people got woke, going, yo, what the hell? Like, why does it look like this? Oh, we're going to patch in ray tracing stuff. There were a lot of issues with Halo. It wasn't just the graphics and the meme of Craig. There were little physics, AI, the number of enemies on the screen. Like, it looked like it was rushed. The popping in the distance. The lack of real, like, with the tires moving around. Thank you, over that. A lot, like, with the warthog, like the water effects, like, there was a lot of things missing. Reactions from the enemies when they get stuck with a grenade. Animations missing. The gun, the lighting was one of it, but that's not, again, there was a lot of other things that weren't just like a graphics tick. Like, oh, you know what? We just showed it at medium settings. We're going to run it high settings when you get to play it next time. No, that wasn't the same thing. And people think that maybe because it's run for the old one. Well, now the rumors came around that Halo will be delayed now to 2022, and that they're thinking about dropping the Xbox One version. So here comes a new narrative. Turn a bad into a good. So there's no basic Xbox. They're going to make it all on the new one. Wow. What a rumor. So we got old bad news that we're going to have the launch lineup, but we're going to have some good news here. They're going to drop the old console and make Halo Infinite look infinitely better. So that ran around for a couple of days. People are like, no way. 2022, no way. Oh, but wait a second. They're going to drop the Xbox. So all the people that said, just like PC, it's scalable, are now like, oh yeah, drop that old Xbox. Make it look better. Because what did I say before, guys? Disgruntled Xbox fan. What did I tell you? They want the bangers to compete against Sony. Look how amazing Halo looks. It looks better than your God of War shoved up your ass, PlayStation. That's the narrative. That's what they want. That's what we want. That's what people want. They're not fighting the battle with Battletoads. Looking like a goddamn Flash game. Not grounded, well, I'll give you the story later. Look at that water and Sea of Thieves. No. They want the games to compete against Sony because they're in competition, even though Phil says no. Consumers in competition. And Xbox fans want that quality. Phil wants that quality. Social joins, social joins just ruined. Nah, I'm joking with you, man. I had my finger hovering over the button. So you think after a couple of days, they're going to, right? Well, that narrative just got squashed. Thanks, Social, for pointing it out. Here we go. Halo Infinite. They say, no plans for another delay. That doesn't mean they're not going to delay it because we still don't have a date in 2021. But they're not dropping the Xbox One version. And you want to know what? Before this came out, right before Grinds My Gears hit that button. Right before I hit that button, I was like, you want to know what? They won't drop that version. You want to know why they won't drop that version? Because it breaks the whole narrative of the new Phil Ness. What do you mean? They have 50 or so million Xbox Ones out there. They will not make this game a next generation exclusive, knowing probably they might be sitting at 5, maybe even less, next year of just Xbox Series consoles. Remember, in Xbox One of the disastrous launch supposedly they only had 5 million in the next year. What the hell do you think they're going to have this year? That's 5 million with exclusives last year and the good faith of the 360. Coming off this Xbox One generation and the stuff that, and Sony really didn't have that much at launch either. So Microsoft even had a bone. They actually had some good exclusives and Sony had a bunch of indies in 2014. Microsoft had a lot of hits. So with those exclusives, Titanfall, Gears, Rise of the Tomb Raider, with those hits, they still were at 5 million after the first year. That's coming off the great faith of the 360. What the hell do you think they're going to look like next year? When not only do they don't have the great faith of the 360, they had a poor generation with the Xbox One, a lackluster year coming into this year, and coming into the console, and you don't even need the console to play the games. And those games don't even look that compelling. They don't even have exclusives that people want to play, like a Killer Instinct or anything like that. Have they yet shown? So what the hell do you think they're going to be next year? Maybe 2.5 million? Maybe 3? Even if they're 5. Phil is not going to cut off 50 million people to play his game to just make it on the more powerful console. He should if he was still in the console game. But they will not drop those 50 million customers because those are Xbox 50 million. And also, he told you not to upgrade. So he's expecting those people to be complacent and stay there and keep on the service. Their thing is their approach is saturation. Saturation with cheap-ass games, low cost. That's why the Series X really doesn't fit into their model. Microsoft's on budget buffet gaming right now. We're going to give you shit food. You're going to pay a low price. You'll be fed. You might have diarrhea later. Or you might have diarrhea while you're eating. But where for cheap-ass gaming?
I'd buy that for $1.
Saturation. Timmy on his phone. Johnny with his old system. Phil wants them all. Phil's not going to cut off those 50 million people and go, hey, you know what? I'm just going to make this a next-gen exclusive game. Halo, the only kind of IP that I have left that has weight. Weight it used to have, or whatever it does have, still. So, they weren't going to drop it. And this just confirms, I was going to come in here and just say that anyway. Now I saw that, oh, look, I didn't have to wait because they said it. They're not going to drop it. So all that hopes and dreams of getting a true next-generation Halo, you're going to get an up-resed Halo 1 Xbox One edition. Another L. Another one. So not only do you get a delay, but this game is still being made for the older console. And it shouldn't, but in the whole vision, it has to. That's why for these few years, and if you've been following me, what's up, Colonel Triggered? Welcome. Hit that like button. That's why if you even follow me for the year or so, you would know that all these little things, don't put your games everywhere day one. Oh, but it doesn't decrease value of the Xbox. What are you talking about? It does. Don't put all your games in Game Pass day one. What do you mean? That's great. Adds value. You need to tear it off. Don't do that. And every time I'm like, you're just being negative. You don't like it. You want to know why? Because when you put it all together, it makes Xbox lose its identity. It makes it lose its effectiveness as a console, as a gaming platform. Xbox took since 2001, it took them about 16 years to establish themselves as a serious competitor in the console space and in the gaming space. Because when they first came on, they were like big angry Microsoft. Oh, they got money, they're gonna make this, but they're just making a PC console. That's all it is. They spent years to break that identity and make Xbox unique. Make it a place of uniqueness, not the same thing as PC gaming. Make it its own place, its own enclosed system with its own games, its own services, its own experiences. Xbox Live Arcade, Xbox 1 versus 100, Xbox Live Community, Xbox Live this, Xbox this. Evolve the platform. Added entertainment options. Added movies. It was the one-stop shop for everything. And they delivered on the games. Whether they owned the studios or not, they were able to curate games that their core audience and appealed to gamers. They got those Call of Duty deals. They plucked the best of arcade games and did a summer of arcade. They found Braid, Explosion Man, 1 versus 100, a live arcade show where you won real prizes. They developed avatars off of Nintendo's little memes, those guys. Those amiibos, whatever the hell they did. They made you win in-game items like Halo t-shirts and hats and stuff for your achievements. They came up with the achievement system. They came up with party chat. Cross-party in games where you could talk to your friends no matter where they are. They've innovated console gaming and online gaming and brought quality games, and whether they bought them from Epic, whether they partnered with somebody else, whether they made their own, it didn't matter. The games were being delivered and curated to the platform and made the platform successful. So now we come here. It's not about exclusives. It's not about exclusives anymore. It's not about platform. It's about ecosystems. It's about services. Well, the thing about services is that they exist based on the content. Nobody would care about Netflix if it wasn't for Stranger Things. Nobody would care about Hulu if it wasn't for The Handmaid's Tale. Nobody would have cared about HBO if it wasn't for The Sopranos. Nobody would care about HBO if it wasn't for Game of Thrones. I wouldn't care about Starz if it wasn't for Power. Power's incredible. Next month. Can't wait for the new season. Power book. Content drives the service. You can't sell a service without content that people don't care about. That's why when people go, well, it's Battletoads in Game Pass, I'll try it out. That approach doesn't make a service successful. Okay, fine, you try it out. But the fact that the game's not appealing, the game doesn't garner interest, the game doesn't have you home pre-downloading it, you don't really care to play that game, but you'll just check it out. You can't keep doing that and expect the platform to be successful. You can't expect every Xbox Game Pass game that comes out from their first party. I'm not talking about third-party deals and stuff like that that maybe didn't do well at sales. I'm talking about their first-party games. Every single one comes out bleeding edge and stuff. They're like, check it out. Even Gears didn't hold up as long. Yo, what's up, Salty? Even Gears didn't have the legs that it wanted because they try to do different things to satisfy something. And who knows what the next Gears will look like. What does Coalition look like without Rod Ferguson? I don't see anybody talking about that. What the hell does the Coalition look like without the founder of Gears? Without the father of Gears? What the hell is the Coalition doing? That's my question. The initiative keeps hiring people. For what? It better be a double banger as many of those people watching this show right now. Double bangers. I swear if they come out with a goddamn bleeding edge type thing saying you create the story, oh, we got people from Naughty Dog and everybody, and the guy who drew the 4K horse nuts over from Rockstar, he does wonderful 4K horse nuts. We hired him last week. We got the janitor over at Naughty Dog. We got the mailman over at Insomniac. Who else is initiative picked up? No, I saw the latest thing. They said, hey, you know what? We just got the photocopier. That photocopier, it used to be, they used to have that at Santa Monica. Santa Monica Studios used that photocopier. I'm so happy to bring that photocopier right here to the initiative. That photocopier is going to bring some great talent with it. Oh, and yeah, you know what? That mop over there, that was used over at Rockstar. They used that mop to clean the bathrooms at Rockstar. I'm so I think they go on eBay and look for like, hey, you know what? Let's go look for like used shit at other studios and we can bring it over. You know, we used this mop was from Rockstar. This photocopier was from Santa Monica Studios. Fred over there drew the 4K horse nuts. Fred, great job. A little more hair. I want a little bit more hair on them next time. Ragtag group of guys who want to stay small and nimble. Dude. Initiative better be bringing some bangers. All right? And if they do, yay. It was worth all of those LinkedIn posts. That's right, Pitch By. Oh, yo. Yeah, Sucker Punch now. They got the delivery man. They saw him dropping off a package. The UPS guy. He's like, yo, that guy right there. They threw him in a truck. They go, get over here. Yo, this guy delivered packages at Sucker Punch. He's delivering packages for us now over here at an initiative. Awesome. Sir. What? Excuse me, what? I found this pen. What? You know who used this pen? Who? Corey Balrog. Oh my God. Please, put that pen right here. Give it to the boss at Initiative. I want him to sign documents with that pen. We got him. We got it. We're grabbing talent and we're grabbing inanimate objects from successful studios. Great job, guys. I want their UPS man working for us now. I don't give a shit what the Initiative is hiring right now. I don't care. Show me a goddamn game. Show me what Phil was smiling at when he went over the Initiative and played. That's what I want to see. I'm not happy about the games you didn't show me. Because if that is Phil Vision, Phil Ness Vision, we got another statement. Hashtag Phil Vision. If Phil approved Halo Infinite to be shown for their blockbuster Xbox Game Studios gameplay of Series X, next generation, most powerful hardware, 12 teraflops, woo! And he thought that was good? Then he comments that Crackdown 3 is coming around nice? Oh, damn. Phil Vision is blurry. And then he talks about scalability as being a meme. He's going to prove it, I guess, with Halo Infinite. That game got a lot of work to do. That's right. No, Pitch Black, you forget. Every year, you're right about, he says, Phil got a janitor from Warner Brothers, hence why people thought Microsoft was acquiring Warner Brothers. Exactly. But you know also, Pitch Black, know what happens? Every year, Phil gets on a plane. He flies to Japan. He eats on the plane. Then he gets a little rumbling in his tummy. His Phil Ness tummy. And he goes, something's not sitting right. The food doesn't settle with him on the plane ride over to Japan. And every year, he goes to Sega headquarters. He knocks on the door and he goes, I got to take a shit. And then he tweets it out. And he goes into Sega headquarters. He takes a huge dump and then leaves. And then he tweets out, great time visiting Sega headquarters. Then the internet goes ablaze thinking that Phil's making a deal. He just takes a dump at Sega headquarters. That's all he does. Great time visiting those guys at Sega headquarters. Phil's buying them. The president of Sega goes like this. He goes, the guy just came in here and took a shit. What do you mean he's buying me? He said he had cramps. He had to take a dump. What do you mean he's buying us? He looks on Twitter. He goes, what? Phil Spencer's going to buy Sega. He just needed to use my bathroom. Like, come on. He's buying Sega. He's buying us. Guy just took a huge dump. I'm cleaning up the toilet bowl now. Whoa, where's the janitor? I'm sorry, sir. The janitor, he got a new job at the Initiative. Then you go to LinkedIn and go, Initiative grabs employee from Sega headquarters. Oh my God. And there we go. And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Put that cookie down now!
Yo, Grinders, it's been a great show. I had a great time. The interaction, the chat, Grinders, thumbs up to you guys. Thank you very much. Hit that like button. Share out the video. Let's get this video to 1,000 views like the other ones. I want to thank you for the support, guys and girls. And awesome. No deal.
No deal.
Sorry, Captain Crunch. Get it on the replay. But yeah, this will be here. And maybe I'll do another show later on, find some time. But guys, thank you very much. It's all because of you that I keep doing this. This is awesome. And thank you. And again, I just got to get my grind. What grinds my gears? And with that, Grinders, follow me over on Twitter. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber to the Grindhouse. We're almost at 550. Too short. I got to save my voice for the next time. But I got to go eat dinner, guys. That's probably why I'm a little, I get a little anxious because I didn't eat yet. But anyway, with that, I want to thank everybody. Like the video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And more surprises coming up. But I want to thank you again for the support and for the show. And with that, Grind my gears is Ghost.